What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Let me just go pin it on my Twitter. Friday, the 30th of January. A lot to talk about today. NFTs, the Moonbird aftermath. Obviously, the crypto market crash, which was unpleasant, and a lot of action happening in the world of meme coins. So let's get right into it. Pin your profile. There you go. Appreciate everybody joining. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's get started. So we have the crypto markets crashing. As you can see, Bitcoin went as low as, I believe, 81K. Yeah, literally 81K. Extremely unpleasant, especially that everything has been popping off recently. We have meme coins at an all-time high. Sorry, I'm expecting a delivery. So I might have to pick up the phone at one point, like mid call, mid show. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin crashed. I mean, the whole market crashed, right? Even Hyperliquid went under $30. It's holding really strong though compared to the rest of the market, which is great. It's one of the only altcoins I still hold alongside like the majors. I pretty much only hold 4 coins: Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, and Hyperliquid. But yeah, Bitcoin crashed and it's now back to 83. This is something I spoke about last time, where it feels like, you know, we make a little bit of progress, and then we just nuke, and then we make a little bit of, like, every time it's like we're making lower highs. I'm not even sharing my screen. Here we go. Let's share my screen. So boom, you could see Bitcoin down to 81. Let me get the comment section open. GM. But yeah, so a few things going on in the world. The first one, potential war. We have the odds for US striking Iran were spiking, dude. I think they added days, but up until then, it was February 6th that was the major day. Yeah, you could see the volume, 1.2 million, compared to these days, only like 10K volume. So these are really recent. The craziest one is January 31st, $30 million of volume. Thankfully, now it's down to 10%. It was much higher, but it is down to 10%. But let's open the graph for February 6th. It's crashing now because they opened up other dates. So people are playing other dates. Ideally, this does not happen, for one, for war, and two, for our bags, right? So with the crypto crash, we saw 200 billion wiped out. That is crazy. You know, I just completely stopped playing with leverage. Leverage is a great tool, but you can also get absolutely wrecked. So one thing is the fear of war that we have right now. I know there's like a lot of ships being moved around and stuff. I'm not tracking it enough. But moving on, we also have the government shutdown. Now, it kind of crashed down to 41%. I thought I read a bunch of, like, they either came to a deal or a temporary deal. But looking here, they say Senate reaches spending deal to avoid U.S. government shutdown. It doesn't seem like that's the case, because, or maybe there's like another level they have to go through, because it's back up now, spiking back up. So we'll see. So I was reading the comment. We'll see what happens with this. This is another thing people are fearing, the whole government shutdown. Last time we had it, it lasted a very long time, and it didn't go well for the market, right? The whole market crashed. And then the other thing that just happened was VCF just, yeah, sure. The other thing that happened was we got a new Fed chair, right? Jerome's out. We got a new one, but the results for this, Kevin Warsh, is not bullish for rate cuts. Apparently he's a hawk, so he might not, you know, just cut rates like we all wanted. This kind of is a good thing. Like, everybody was saying we need Fed independence. So you want somebody who's not just going to do everything that the current administration tells them to do, right? They're going to make proper decisions. He's pro Bitcoin. That's a really good thing. Do we care? Like, if the Fed is pro Bitcoin, I don't know. But there was a lot of insiders on this. How do I don't think I could. Oh yeah, right here. Boom. Change the date. So the decision was made here, right? This morning, it was made official. But last night, when they said Trump is announcing the new Fed chair tomorrow, these odds spiked for him at 21%, and Rick Ryder just absolutely went down. There was a lot of insiders who were trading this. They just knew what the results were for this. I think you titled this video in this way because of my comment on X. You know, it's somebody actually said up here before my stream went live, just want to let you know that please take this as a positive criticism, but in 10 days you switch from meme coins dead to meme coins alive to meme coins dead. If it's clickbait, it's working. If not, it's bad. It is clickbait. This is how YouTube works, right? If you don't do this with your titles, your thumbnails, like you're not going to get any views. But it's also true. The market is changing so incredibly quickly. Like when my thumbnail was meme coins are dead, meme coins were all dying within, like they were barely reaching good prices. Or if they did, this was during the whole bag stuff, right? Where all these devs or the people who claim the fees were rugging their coin. We had like 5 bags coins go to 0 within minutes. So that's where that title came in, and NFTs were doing well. Now it's switched. I mean, the NFTs aren't, you know, we're going to look at some good NFTs today. It was mainly around Moonbirds. I'm kind of tired of bullying Moonbirds. They're in the thumbnail, but you know, I don't want to have just, maybe I'll switch the title to Moonbird Aftermath. NFTs still cooking. Yes, sir. Is this, I don't want to dox you. I think I know who this is. Are you on your brother's account, sir? All right, let's move on. The other thing that's happening, make sure they're all loaded, is there is FUD around CZ. I'm not sure if you've seen CZ, what's going on right now on the timeline. He is under attack. Some will say well-deserved. I'm not claiming anything, okay? I don't want to get sued. The dude has a lot of money. But so basically, Kathy Wood went on TV and she said that there was a flaw in Binance that caused 1010. And there was, yeah, this image is just, man, this image is crazy. When you look, every other asset just absolutely moving. NASDAQ, S&P 500. I'm not sure what EFA and EWC are. Is it like gold and okay, no, it seems to all be stocks, but like we have commodities going crazy, and then you have Bitcoin here in October, on October 10th, just completely falling off a cliff, and it has not been able to recover when the whole time it's been just following everything. So something clearly happened on 1010. A lot of people blaming Binance. I don't have the evidence or whatever, but you can see all the comments even here. CZ sends his regards. A lot of people just, you know, blaming him. I'm seeing a lot of negative posts like CZ is the FTX or the SBF of this cycle, who was behind FTX. SBF made a post the other day, like, isn't he in jail? I guess somebody posted for him. He is really sucking up to try to get that pardon. It's the weirdest thing to see. He's basically bull posting Trump. But yeah, we have here Binance just started dumping millions in Bitcoin. I saw posts that it was every exchange doing this. I've never looked into the legitimacy of it, but that would suck if they're doing this. And again, another post just dogging on CZ. So this is kind of the narrative that's happening right now. And we have Star, the CEO and founder of OKX, you know, kind of also going in on this. So everybody's just pushing this narrative that CZ is in the wrong. He's kind of defending himself. He went out and said, there is coordinated FUD against me. Dude, it's not coordinated. People are really pissed. Like, people blame you for 1010, and they are extremely upset. This dude here, or Blockflow, I guess it's a news outlet, writing an article kind of saying like, oh, it's the market. It's not, they don't even address the criticisms. Like, I skimmed through this article, put it in AI. They do not address the main accusation that something broke on 1010 and Binance is responsible. They kind of just skim around that. So what Binance is doing now, because what the first thing they did is they refunded like $200 and something million on 1010, which, why are you refunding if you're not, you know, if you didn't break the market, why are you giving $200 million of refunds? The other thing they're doing is they are going to buy $1 billion of Bitcoin, which sounds bullish. It's not that much when you consider, like, how many times has Michael Saylor bought $1 billion of Bitcoin? And on Sunday and on Monday, we're down from 92K to 87K, right? Like, it doesn't really matter if Bitcoin's crashing and the value goes to 800 million. So if it drops by 20%, they're going to top it back up to $1 billion. It's cool. I like that they're going to be buying Bitcoin, but yeah, I don't think it matters here. Binance buying 1 billion of Bitcoin after dumping 10 billion, you know. And then I saw here Star Platinum just showing their yearly revenues, which estimated between 17 and 38 billion a year. So that's pretty crazy. Obviously, they have no obligation. They could just take that, right? It's their money. But yeah, so this is the narrative that's being pushed right now. he's kind of saying like, oh, this is all just FUD. I don't like when people block comments. He addressed that too, saying, hey, I turned off the comments to really identify my critics among my followings. You're pretty much, if you criticize him, like, yes, you might get unfollowed. Like, okay, dude, whatever. So that's what's happening with the market right now. Let me just read some of these comments. I'm 11 years in crypto, and I spent the last week trading copper and silver. That's the state of the market right now. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people are doing that. We saw silver, at least in America. I saw around the world, like China and other places, silver is doing really well still. But in America, it's crashed. It went under $100 yesterday or last night. I think the other trade, look, I have no idea about commodities, right? But I saw Captain was posting about them, about copper. A lot of people, I think, are chasing the copper trade and are potentially going to get wrecked doing it. So yeah, hopefully you're good at trading it, big time, big A, and you're actively trading it, as opposed to, I think, people just thinking it's going to magically save them. And I see Wizard of Soho post about this a lot too. Like, people are buying the top of all these commodities, which I like. Gold, I think, is a great buy long term. Silver, I have no idea. I've been watching a lot of content about silver, and a lot of people seem to think it's going to go down to 50 to 75 bucks eventually. So we'll see there. But Binance and Hyperliquid and all these different exchanges adding gold and silver futures literally at the top was pretty comical. Chico Crypto is back, and he's probably going to call out CZ. I'm not sure who Chico Crypto is. The name rings a bell, but like I can't put a face to the name. Gonna change my name, my old YouTube account. Well, I think it's Monster. That's what I think it is. Yeah, SBS has somebody who posts his tweets. Yeah, that's what I figured. Unless they gave him a laptop. Like, he's in jail. He's in Arkham Asylum, right? He's with Diddy and Maduro and Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they have a phone and all this stuff. Imagine selfies coming out of them in jail. But he bought OTC. Oh, the Bitcoin, the 1 billion Bitcoin, they bought OTC. Oh, you're saying Michael Saylor. Yeah, true. But they're also, dude, his fills are also ridiculously high. Like, Bitcoin will be at 87 and his fill price is like 94K. Why are you buying that OTC? Like, I don't know. Good morning, Gorilla. How you doing, brother? I'm doing great. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Appreciate you joining the stream. If everybody can hit the like button, it really helps the stream reach a wider audience. It's telling YouTube, we like this. We want more people in this industry. Let's get the screen back up here. Let me just make it full screen. So next, NFTs, we have the Moonbirds Aftermath. How was your week? My week was great, eventful. I like when there's stuff going on in crypto. Sucks that it goes down, but thank you for asking. How was your week, sir? But we have the aftermath of Moonbirds. So as before Moonbirds announced the date of their TGE and their airdrop and everything, they were at 2.2 ETH. They ran up to 2.8, which that was the flip. That was your chance to get out. And unfortunately now, as you can see, they are down to, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit for you guys. They are down to 0.8, which really sucks. If you were waiting for the airdrop, you lost more money. You lost the equivalent of the airdrop at the current prices just by holding. And now you have to wait 2 years to get it because they are doing 2 years of vesting. We cover the tokenomics live in the last stream, so I won't go through the tokenomics this time, but we also have Mythics obviously falling off. They're just gonna follow Moonbirds. So it's crazy because we had the typical drop off in the price of the asset that we normally see on an airdrop, right? Pudgy's went from 36 down to 9. Azuki went from 14 down to like 7, and then obviously they went lower, or maybe it was 4. Same thing for Doodles. Doodles went from whatever they were at, they just absolutely crashed. And now they're even lower. But so we had the exact same drop off in the prices without people getting an airdrop. So that is not what you want for your community. I'm seeing a lot of negativity on the timeline. Binance, they got a Binance alpha listing and they got it first before everyone else. So a lot of people were complaining about this, but the token did incredibly well. If we go and filter 24 hours, no. How do I, boom, there we go. If we go and filter, it's because my screen, I'm zoomed in too much. Let me zoom out. The reset. Boom. Yeah. So you could see here, it launched, I thought it launched lower than 170. I saw it launch like somewhere 60 mil, but whatever. It launched and it just went on an absolute tear. And it went all the way up to close to 500 mil. So a lot of people were caught off guard. I saw people starting to short it. They just got absolutely wrecked. They also got the I was going to say the Moonbirds listing. They also got the Coinbase listing, which is great. But they already announced this. But when they go live, that's great. So the claim, the token goes live, but the claim is not live yet. And this was bothering a lot of people, me included. I have some soulbound tokens. I also, where's my Kaido airdrop? Like I was on that leaderboard. I'm in the top like 30 or something. I saw a lot of bugs with Kaido. So, they announced BIRB, it goes live. It's doing great. NFTs are dropping because, hey, we're not getting our assets. Like I did the math and let me go see my math actually. I forget. I think it was at 315 mil. Yeah, right here. At 315 mil FDV, you get $6,500 when the NFT floor is currently like probably closer to 3,000, 2,000 something, 3,000. But yeah, 2,200. So you're getting 3x out of the token, but people just don't care because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait 2 years. And is this token price gonna last for 2 years? Probably not. We've seen Pengu, Dude, Ape, Anime, all of them are down only charts, right? So, why would I hold this for 2 years? Maybe they're going to be able to do something different. There's not a lot of unlocks for a very long time. But the issue is people, the holders of the NFT and SBTs could not claim. They could not claim. I saw on CT that Moonbirds distributed like 0.5 the supply to Kaido users. I'll have my airdrop. I think I have the link there. We'll pull it up in a second. Thank you, Richie. Always reposting the stream, dog. Appreciate you. That's like 4 for 4 in a row. Appreciate you, bro. We're going to go through all the comments shortly. I see a lot of comments. The claim didn't go live. Like Spencer was on Loki's Spaces and he was talking about, it's going to go live soon. We just want to make sure everything works. Why was the website not tested 2 weeks before launch? Like you had so much time to do the website and the website is so shit. Dude, it's so trash of a website. It's not nice. And it doesn't work at all. Like, let me see if it works. Let me get my wallet here. Static, connect your wallet, connect your Solana wallet. It might also ask me to put a Phantom. It's not even working, dude. I have like 600 tokens. At current prices, that's worth what? $150. Just let me get my $150. They also have their game that's live where you could get an extra allocation. You just have to, I wouldn't really call this a game. You're just picking which character you want to allocate tokens to. Nesting is live and everything. But yeah, not exciting time to be a Moonbirds holders. Like they talked a big game. This is in the post. Yeah. BIRB TGE, look, Cirque is going in on Moonbirds. He has been for a while, but BIRB TGE will be the best TGE. It was not. It was not for holders. Maybe the token did well and it went up, but Pengu still holds that crown of being the best TGE. But they spoke a lot of game. And look, I like Spencer. I like Moonbirds. I want them to succeed, but they were talking about how it's going to be the biggest. People were speculating about $1 to $2 billion, which it can still go up. Like it can still go up, but they spoke a lot. They hyped people up. I remember when Spencer was calling for public prices, like, oh, how long till we hit 2 ETH? How long till we hit 3 ETH? I like that. I was trading that. So I like that. But, now they're at 0.8 when you were calling for these kind of prices. So hopefully they're able to get these prices back up. I saw him post, seeing a lot of FUD, definitely warranted, some less so. Put it all here just so I could read it all in one place. And then somebody posted this saying, hey, you're giving me PTSD. Please post your FUD below, by Kevin Rose, the founder, the creator of Moonbirds that sold it. And he went on like a K trip or whatever he did. But I'm seeing a lot of accusations too, like, oh, only a small amount of wallets hold BIRB. Yeah, it's like the exchanges and like, nobody got BIRB, right? We didn't even have our claim yet. And then they're saying they're pumping the charts, wiping out Polymarket. I see this accusation all the time. Like, I really doubt, maybe there's an intern or a low-level employee. Look, Spencer's not, like, I don't have proof, okay? But Spencer's not playing the Polymarket, bro. Like, he's concerned with his token. with his NFT with the website not working. You think on the side he's trading like, yeah, you know what? Let's make an extra $3,000 on Polymarket. They don't care. Like they don't care. So I mean, I played the poly markets. I was heavy in 100 mil and 200 mil. I lost my 300 mil. Thankfully, I only put $80 there, but I had like 2Gs on 200 mil and like $500 on 100 mil. So I ended up in the positive because the odds were already really high. It's not like I made crazy money doing that. I was just farming poly market volume. So yeah, all these posts, you know, warranted anger with from people. You have a lot of like OG Moonbird holders and stuff who are really upset, which I completely understand. You know, you put your trust. I've how many times? No, don't switch my account. How many times have I said, like, stop with the, you know, trust in Luca, trust in Ray, trust in Char, trust in Spencer. Like, stop blindly, trust in Shan. Okay. I made that mistake. Stop blindly giving your trust to a random person you've never met. Yes, they could be amazing founders and amazing people, but they have different goals than we do. Your goal is to make money trading NFTs and getting an airdrop and whatever it is. Their goal, while they want to take care of their community, that's secondary. Their goal is to build $1 billion business. Luca's goal is to build and probably flip or IPO $1 billion company with Igloo. Okay. He has different goals, and that doesn't necessarily help the price of the NFT. You need to take care of yourself and stop just blindly trusting founders. Don't trust me even. Like, you need to make your own decisions, right? Your own thought process. So that's why, you know, I was just aggressively trading these, and I caught a little bit of flack. I made a post the other day saying, oh yeah, you were better off flipping as usual. I put those words, and somebody wrote like, oh, as usual, this is what's wrong with NFTs, blah, blah, blah. Like, please explain to me how me losing $7,000 holding an NFT somehow supports this team. I need to lose money to support a team. Like, to me, it doesn't make any sense. And this is what got people wrecked last cycle. So let me read through some comments. My Bitcoin sense has steady good gains until a week ago. Darn. I had a couple of cents. Captain made me buy those. CG, you should cover Basecoin too. We'll have a few coins running. It's coming up, brother. It's coming up. We got it at the end of the show. Don't you worry. GM, what's your thinking when it comes to NFTs and content creation? Will you stick to that direction? I mean, I'm covering it now, right? Obviously, I work with OpenSea. I post a lot about NFTs. They're very unlikely in the near future you see me make a upcoming whitelists video. Whitelists suck. Most NFTs, I don't even need to make, like, you get the content so much faster on Twitter that I don't even need to make these videos. But the other thing, like, like not too long ago, I reached a point where I was just going through my DMs and I had to answer like 12 DMs. And it was all these garbage NFT projects, like just pure IP plays, nothing original, people trying to make a quick 30K. And they want, can we jump on a call? Can we get a video? And I'm just like, no, like, no, I muted all the chats. I told my team, like, I don't want to, if there's a good NFT, a good team, cool, connect me. If not, like, I felt like it was brain rot. I was scrolling through NFT brain rot and I had to deal with, and I'm like, I'm not making money doing this. I'm spending my whole day answering DMs for them to make 30, 50K. And I make literally nothing. Like, the NFT is not even flippable. What am I doing? So I took a big step back in new NFT like, I still like new projects. There's still really cool stuff. We're going to look at a few that did not incredibly well, a few that did well. But yeah, I want more exposure to other stuff, you know, cool tech, actual real tech, or making money, like meme coins and stuff. I've been spending more time trading meme coins than NFTs in the past 2 weeks. I still want some of these 2021, 22 collections. Me too. I want Bored Apes to go to all-time highs. Doubt that happens, but I want them to go back above 10 ETH, and same for Pudgy Penguins. I still like Cool Cats, Doodles, Cryptodes. I still look at, excuse me. Cryptodes I like. Doodles, I actually have something on Doodles next, actually. Cool Cats, yeah, to me, I don't know. I don't really care for those collections. Would have been better to give Moonbird holders full unlock and then allow holders to take profits and re-enter the coin on the dip. If it keeps dipping, holders get even less. Agreed, but the chart would not look like this, or sorry, the chart would not have looked like this if they gave Moonbirds their unlock. They unlocked the SBTs that's barely working, and look what happened to the chart. So I agree. Like I want full unlocks. I hate vesting. I do not like. I get offered even a lot of deals, and I was like, not. I don't want your token vesting, dude. I don't have to deal with that. Sabotage down but not out. What is that in reference to? You had wrote something about, oh, your Bitcoin sense. I don't think it's sabotage, just the market. I saw on CT that Moonbirds. Oh yeah, the Kaido thing. Yeah, give me my Kaido airdrop. GM, welcome. Lovable would have created a better website. It keeps crashing. Yeah, I mean it's the traffic. I think the traffic side that they're struggling to handle. Did the Moonbirds toys cook? Thank you. I actually did want to cover that. How do I get them? Collector's Crypt. So I think that I saw somewhere they're currently trading. Damn, they're under 1 SOL. I was trying to dump mine. I hope mine dumped. I hope mine sold. They were trading for like 1.4 SOL. I'm just gonna sell them. I don't care the price, but I think these might be my listings. 2 of these 2. Yeah. So I think you get like $15 per QR code of tokens. Now it's down, so maybe it's even less. The boxes were $25, so you get $15 back in tokens, and then you get a toy and a card. If you hit a rare toy or a rare card, maybe that's flippable as well. So I do think the toys did well, and you get a figurine. Like people probably would have paid $25 for a figurine anyways. On top of it, you get the collector's card from their Vibe TCG, and you get a token voucher. I think the toys were a W. We'll just read quickly through some comments before going. Refunding because the stop losses did not trigger, I hear. Oh, I guess, but isn't that like if there's no buyer, if there's no order, nobody in the order book. Vibe coded that site one day. Yeah, they should have got Captain to make it for them. Probably they outsourced the website to Fiverr for the lowest prices. Moonbirds did pretty well overall, but the distribution kind of sucked. I mean, the NFTs got absolutely smoked. The token did well. BIRB token did well, but the NFT holders got wrecked. Like, I'm really happy. I would have been I almost bought back at 1.7. Like, let's give them a chance. I am so happy I did not, dude. Pac-Man, the founder of Blur, is a good example of not to trust blindly. I mean, Blur did some, dude. My Blur airdrop was incredible. Like, the blast stuff sucked, but Blur did really well. 100% Crypto Gorilla 2025 is not today's Crypto Gorilla 2026. Love the realness and transparency. Yes, sir. You got to adapt. That's why I didn't do that fast enough. Even for all the Kaido stuff, the InfoFi stuff, I didn't shift from YouTube to Twitter, and I could have made so much more money if I just not farming InfoFi, but so even just my presence. Like, look at all the top, like Whale, ICO Beast, all these guys are at the top of these leaderboards. So they got so much more engagement because people were like, I need to engage with the top Kaido people. So if I was just being on there really benefits you. Same way Fantasy Top benefited people, and there was, I forget the other app. I love cryptodes. Yes, sir. Cryptodes. We're big fans of cryptodes here. Let me close this browser, and then we're going to open another one. I know I'm not sharing my screen right now. I'm just going to get up a bunch of links, make sure they load. Oh, this one's not loading. There we go. Now it's loading. Cool. Let me share my screen once again. Just discussing Doodles. Oops. Share screen. This one. I saw Doodles are down. Let me make it prettier. Yeah, I saw Doodles are down, and somebody got liquidated on some grails here. Let's just go to the actual. Here's his wallet. So a bunch of really nice Doodles. He had like the ice cream cone one. He had this flame one. Can you see? Yeah, this flame one. It's selling 1.5, which sounds low, but when you look at the current floor, I assume they could have probably sold for higher. Yeah, ice cream currently lowest listing is 2 ETH. So he kind of just dumped them all into bids, or he got liquidated and had to sell a ton of NFTs. He's still holding a lot, this guy. I saw he holds some apes, some nice apes, dude. These are clean apes. He still has a bunch of Doodles. So unfortunate what happened. But yeah, Doodles are down to, I saw they're going even lower. They're 0.39, the lowest they've ever been in history. Like they minted and opened higher than this. So really unfortunate what's happening. Let's just go look at the overall NFT market. Yeah, Pudgy's back under 4, Hyper's under 500, Moonbird's obviously wrecked. I didn't look into this, whatever this is, but I saw it pumping a little bit. I mean, $11, whatever. Bored Ape's back under 5. I might grab a Bored Ape, dude. If there's a nice one on the floor, I might just grab one for the culture. Infinex. We're going to talk about Infinex in a little bit, but yeah, the NFTs crashed. They're down, I mean, like 99 or whatever percent. But that's because they took the snap. Yeah, here, 96%. They took the snapshot for this. So if you hold, you know, they warned multiple times. I posted it in my Discord. You needed to take off your offers. I wonder if anybody got wrecked on the offers. Why are people still buying these? I wonder if anybody got wrecked on offer. Yeah, there's a bunch of old offers that were still in that got absolutely, yeah, some people got wrecked. Absolutely cooked. Yeah, basically now you get your tokens. So these are basically, yeah, I should be streaming on Twitter. Am I not? Did it crash? You're on Twitter, sir. So you're writing. Yeah, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. You're on Twitter. So you, you should know that I'm streaming on Twitter. Yeah, what? The White House? Is there a meme for this? When life gives you lemons. Yeah, is there a meme coin for that? Let's move on though. Here, okay, so let's get into some NFT mints. We had the Ultraman mint, which is actually doing really well. I was confused when I saw this at first because I remember last cycle I was approached by multiple Ultraman IPs. Let's just go. So they have, we don't know how much money they made. So there's 160,000 boxes, but there was a bunch of like free, if you have whitelist, you get 40 boxes. So the way this works is it's gacha box system. You can see up here, I got 5 of the 6 items, but I need that 6th one, the rarest one. If you get it, or if you hit a golden ticket, you get, you enter it into a raffle and you win either the Cappy NFT, which I believe it's not, trading is not unlocked yet. So you cannot trade it, but you get the Ultraman NFT, which is currently trading for just under $600, but it was trading for like 0.3 at one point. So this is cool. Ultraman IP. And yeah, it's a gacha system. This lasts until like, I think February 16th or mid-February. I don't want to get the date wrong. If you don't have whitelist, you have to buy boxes. Look, personally, I'm not buying boxes. Like, this is just a lottery. You're spending, you know, you want to buy 100, you're spending $300 to try to win an NFT that's currently worth $570. How many have minted? I think the total supply is 8888, and there's already 627. So now your odds have gone down significantly of being able to win. But still great to see known IP come into space and, you know, doing well. Crew here says, I wouldn't buy any boxes. Yeah, exactly. I had 2 whitelists. I opened them because if you have NFTs, it also gives you whitelists. I opened them. I only hit those items. And unfortunately, I didn't hit. They changed the odds of hitting the last part. That sucks. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, like I said, I'm not buying any boxes because to me, it's just a lottery. I feel some people are more likely to go to YouTube, and it was like the last moment switch to X. I prefer YouTube. I like X, you know, getting the views, but I prefer YouTube to keep growing my YouTube channel. Did you see Fresh Ink collection on OpenSea? Kraken, yeah. Kraken collection may have a low entry and utility. Who knows? That's actually, is it next on my list? No, it's after. So I wanted to cover this one first. There was an arts collection that did well. I wish I had all my, I didn't have time. I woke up so late today. I didn't have time to do my links. It really triggers me when I have to open them one by one. We had this art collection, which this is by Ben Strauss, who is the founder of Transient, which is a place where a lot of people mint art NFTs. And I found this interesting that he's doing this at the same time that we just had Nifty Gateway shut down, which is an art platform, an art marketplace. They did all like the Sam Spratt mints and stuff for the Monument game. So we have Nifty Gateway shutting down, which if you have NFTs in there, you need to take them out. Thankfully, they did an update post and they're like, hey, we're going to offer more support. Don't worry, your NFTs aren't just going to magically disappear. And we also have Foundation which is another art. It's like a direct competitor to, I guess, Nifty, but also super rare. They just sold. Oh no, wait, they're transitioning. Yeah, been acquired. Okay, to Black Dove. I don't know what Black Dove is. I didn't look into this yet. It was supposed to be bookmarked, but interesting that we have two art platforms, either one going out of business, one selling, finding a buyer, but then we have, hey, Transient. He's just like, yo, I'm dropping an NFT. This took a while to mint out. It took like a week plus to mint out. Because Captain was talking about it like a week ago, but a nice little over 2x, you know, a nice little NFT flip if you minted it, where anybody could have gotten in. But the main one is going to be this one, which this one I'm actually interested in. I've considered buying. Yesterday, I posted about it. It was like at 0.38. It pumped to 0.7. And then I was talking about it with Monster and people on my server. Like the airdrop for their token, I think is expected in let me actually talk about the platform, but it's expected in Q3. So essentially, this is a perp dex, which is backed by Kraken, and they're doing like Ink Chain or something. And you had the choice to choose either an NFT. It was first come, first serve. There's 1,000 NFTs. So you have the choice to choose an NFT, get a kickback, or maybe get your fees back, or get extra points. So you had to rush. Some people rushed and they did the NFTs. If you did, especially if you hit a rare NFT, the rare ones did really well. You were given you were airdropped an NFT yesterday, which is currently trading for 1,157 at the floor. That is way more. I saw like somebody in my server was going to get like a $250 refund for fees, and he chose the NFT. He's currently up 4x on the NFT. I mean, he did, you know, potentially lose money on fees and trading because you're perps trading, but hopefully this made the money back. And then the rare ones are selling for higher. Let's go to activity price. Let's put it to, I don't know, $2,000. Let's see what they're selling for. What's this little icon? Oh, on Ink Chain. Oh, I didn't even realize Ink Chain was already live. Oh, wow. And it's live on OpenSea. That's crazy. Yeah, so the higher sales, I mean, you have the rank 18, which is like rank 2. They're selling for up to, that's crazy, dude. Somebody bought one for 0.88. Now they're selling for up to 2 ETH. And then you have rank 1 selling for 2 ETH. Okay, this guy papered for 2 ETH. It's just on Ink Chain. I don't know what Ink Chain is. It's like the Nado chain, or I guess it's the Kraken chain, but yeah, I've never interacted on Ink Chain. Thankfully on OpenSea, I could just use ETH to trade, or whatever currency I want. But this is something that interests me, especially if they're going to have an airdrop and if the platform's going to do well. Look, there's a lot of competitors for the perp dex game. So if this one's backed by Kraken, it's good. Bro, I started playing Treasure by then about an hour ago and bought almost 350 packs. I didn't even get one of the tickets or the last power scam. Yeah, that's what happens with most of this stuff. Like all these casino games and stuff, you know, Moon Sheep and stuff. Like I just stopped playing them, dude. It's rigged. Their goal is to make as much money as possible. And if crew here said they changed the odds, they probably changed the odds. They want to make more money. They're like, hey, we need to slow down the NFTs being handed out. So I don't know if that's what they did it, but that's what I think why they would do it. So that really sucks. Yeah, that's only going to go up over time once Q3 comes around and associated with a perp dex. I mean, it's could dip. You know, people are very impatient. Q3 is potentially, like, if it's at the end of Q3, especially like 8 months away. So people get very impatient, especially if ETH is crashing and stuff. I could see them going down under 0.3. But once you sell, you will get the money in ink. But you can use, you could just swap it back, even swap it back on OpenSea. What else did I want to cover? A little bit of Hyperliquid. Let's maybe do that later. We have the Infinex TGE happening today. So if you have your vouchers, if you farmed it, if you got vouchers, you're going to be, you could already claim them. If you hold INX vouchers, you could start to redeem them today. Okay, today, but it's going to be later. Once the token, I think the token goes live, unless it's already live and I'm tripping. I think the token goes live at 2 p.m., right? Leading exchange, Infinex. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think it's at 2 p.m. Yeah. 7 UTC is 2 p.m., right? 7 UTC to EST. Yes. 2 p.m. Their token is going to go live. If you did the investment, you got in at, if you sell today, 300 mil. But if you wait a year, 100 mil. I just did an interview actually with Kane, really nice guy. Yeah, right here, boom. You guys can go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel or on Twitter. I also have a tutorial on their tool. But yeah, token going live. The Polymarket stats right now, under 1/5 of people believe it's going to be over 300 mil after one day. I might take the 200 mil, just as a gamble. 100 mil, like, I don't know. To me, it just seems free. But we'll see what happens with this one. ICOs have been hit or miss recently. We obviously had BIRB do really well. Here it depends on the unlocks, but good luck to them. It's a great tool. There was just a lot of FUD around it. There's a comment on my YouTube like, I'm a Infinex hater. It's just like, people just want to hate it. They're just angry, especially with what happened with the Kaido stuff, which is unfortunate because I like their platform a lot. So hopefully their token does well. Rigged. But that's not fair. Yeah. I wonder if it's that's what you need to put it on chain, right? With the Oracle stuff. What is that? Chainlink or whatever that people use. And then it's all on chain and you can see it. We also have, moving on, we also have MegaETH announcing their public mainnet, since right now it's open, but it's only open to certain people, the people who invested, I guess, in any other rounds. But it's going live on February 9th. I haven't farmed yet. I need to start farming. So I need to bridge because I have access and I need to start using some of the tools. I'll probably make a video about it, but I was just waiting for it to go public because it's annoying if I make a video and nobody can use it. So I'll wait for it to go public. And then here we have the odds of 2 bill are really not looking pretty. Let's go to Hyperliquid and see what it's trading at. It is currently trading at, oh my goodness, the lowest it's been. That's crazy. At one point, this is just going to become an easy long, dude. Maybe right now. I mean, the whole market crashed, but is it really going to go under a bill? To me, that just seems crazy. 2 months ago, everybody was like screaming on the timeline, it's not fair, I didn't get an allocation. Now what, you're going to get a better entry than the allocation itself? Yeah. So looking forward to MegaETH launching. Wonder what their statistics are looking like. Let's go to their website. They had put out, I don't know how to get to it. Is it Uptime? It might be this page. No. They had a page that showed like how many transactions and which thing they beat and whatever, like all the chains that they beat and stuff. Here, let me get some coins. So let's get into meme coins. So we had a few meme coins pop off. I've just been trading. I have a full tutorial on it. Let me show my tutorial a little bit, and referral link in the description down below. You get 10% off of fees. This is not sponsored. I just legitimately like the tool. I've been using the Fomo app. I have a on it where I run through it, and I've been really enjoying, like, finding wallets is great. Okay, my rank is no longer 24,000. Okay, my rank is like 600. Give me a break. Look, if you could see my profile, right? Everything is live trading. I'm just slowly building up a profile. I do not want to get wrecked trading. And this is meme coins. So I've been going really, even like, $30 profit, I'll take it. But yeah, I built up I started with $700. I'm at like plus 1,400. Yeah, all time $1,500 profit. So I'm slowly building it up. Really been enjoying the Fomo app to trade meme coins. I definitely think it's worth checking out if you're into meme coins. Obviously, meme coins are very risky, but just being able to follow people easily on your mobile phone, there's a social factor. I'm really enjoying this tool. But here are all the coins that I found, most of these through this tool, and traded them. So there was this Elon coin that launched because And look, there's a million Elon coins. That's what I didn't get. I'm like, why this one? But I guess they're pushing it. Yeah. So Chamath posted. So Elon might, or SpaceX is considering a merger with Tesla and XAI. And Chamath came and said, let me buy Elon. I'm guessing that's what he's assuming the merger would be called, like the stock would be called. And then somebody launched Elon, and it did really well. I papered this one, but it went all the way to 20 million, I believe. And then, it nuked because like there's a million Elon coin. Why everybody was saying, oh, Elon might engage with it and stuff. I thought there's a good chance he engages with Chamath's post. He's not going to mention Elon, a meme coin, or I don't think he would. And then I did see this spike here, and that was a fake out because Bybit announced. Let me go to Bybit here. Clear. Bybit announced they're listing Elon. Yeah, here they trolled. They announced they're listing Elon, but it's not Elon. It's Echelon Market or something. I don't know. I don't know this coin at all. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's the same logo. Yeah, Echelon Market, where their ticker is Elon. So we caught a spike here, but it immediately nuked because people realized, wait, that's a different Elon. It's not the same Elon. So that was one coin that did well. That was the narrative. One that did not do well was Mr. Dave Portnoy is back in business. I saw Easy posted about it here saying, hey, not cool of Dave. He bought, and I actually have it on chart here. Yeah, here's my Axiom because I have two of his wallets. So he bought, did he sell? Damn, he sold too. Yeah, he sold. Crazy. He bought 9 SOL of this coin called Gay for May. And he then he tweets the picture. It's like he's trying to pump and dump. What, you need money? He's trying to pump and dump a coin. It only reached 500K market cap. So he's lost, as far as I'm concerned, he's lost his power. He abused it too much. He insulted everybody. And he's not in the spotlight at the moment. Maybe it comes back. Maybe he will be in the spotlight. But that's what happens in the world of memes. And a little pump and dump there where that one didn't work out. Memes that are doing well, though, I saw this one that is still doing well. I almost bought it before. I'd be down, so thankfully I didn't, because I saw there's certain wallets that I follow that have been trading like very well recently, and they're aping stuff like 100K into these coins. It's insane. But so Barking Puppy, I saw this one pop up because this is all I haven't confirmed anything, but the brother of what's his name? The kitty, what's his name? Roaring Kitty. This guy, if you remember him from they did a movie about him and all, but the guy from the GME stocks who kind of started the whole Wall Street bets craze. I like the stock. Remember that? His brother apparently is involved with this coin, and people were saying like he tweeted, or the pump dev tweeted, watching movies all alone. And apparently the wallet's linked to like his brother. Super lame. Popcorn for everyone. And then the puppy page, which I don't have. Can I get to it easily? The puppy page posted a video of a dog eating popcorn. I thought I had it bookmarked. Anyways, there was a video of a dog, or maybe it wasn't the puppy page. Maybe it was the dude's brother that posted the video of a dog eating popcorn. So this coin popped off, and it did really well. It went all the way to 19 mil, currently at 10 mil. So it's still surviving. It's a meme coin. We'll see what happens if it goes down. So this is another one that cooked. Obviously, last week we had Penguin that did incredibly well. So meme coins have been doing really well recently. We had the whole Claude narrative, if you remember that. But the one that did the best, and I'm sorry, Captain, I know I'm not supposed to bring it up. It's going to be, oh my God, it's a new all-time high, dude. This is another coin where yesterday we just watched it go from 4 mil to 10 to 20 to we just watched it be up only, and we did not buy despite seeing all these wallets ape in. But so essentially the Claude bot was renamed to Mult, and this coin is Multbot. And apparently there's like there's a forum that's like Reddit, but for AI, and the AI are using like this Captain. He just DM'd me. The AI are using this forum to talk to each other. And yeah, this coin, and this is on Base, right? It's not on Solana. This is on Base. So I'm going to maybe I'll do a video about it, but I want to dive into BankerBot and Clanker. I guess there's two, but I think I'm going to butcher this, but I think the way BankerBot works is you tweet a ticker and tag Banker or whatever, and it launches a coin, and then somebody can come in and claim the fees. So I saw a claim. I did not verify if this is true, but I saw a claim saying, let me just go to my bookmarks. Hopefully I have nothing weird bookmarked. Yeah, so apparently the dude, I guess who's behind it, experimenting with Maltbot. Yeah, apparently the guy behind it. No, this is a Solana one though. This would be different. Okay, a different one. Apparently claimed fees. But I did see, yeah, Easy explains it here. Oh, here's the barking puppy. We're eating popcorn. That's why people were like, oh, it's roaring kitty, barking puppy, opposite, right? Oh, it's them. It's like his brother. I guess I don't have it. But there was a really good explanation. Oh, here's the forum post. But anyways, so yeah, you launch it and then there's like fees, and I guess it's kind of like bags, but on Base. Again, I'm going to do a full video on it. But a lot of the coins from that have been doing really well. We had a couple of Claudes do well on Base, and now we have Molt that is absolutely crushing it. Unfortunately missed this one, even though we saw it. What's your opinion on the War coin? I don't have one. I didn't really look into it enough. I looked at it yesterday quickly, and from what I can tell, the narrative is just, it's like a Trump, victory war coin. But yeah, I haven't bought it, and it's not, I'm not in on that one. Nor I don't really care about it, to be honest. It's not like maybe if there's World War III, maybe it pops off, but it's not something that I'm actively looking to get a position in. Molt, I really regret. Penguin was one I massively regretted, but the trenches are hot right now. Like if there's one place to make money right now, it is in Memecoins. They're obviously extremely risky. Oh no, Monster, you bought and sold. Oh no, buddy. I just saw he tagged me. Do you farm abstract XP? No. I'm not like gold, and I'm not convinced abstract's going to do well, to be honest. So I don't even know if it's going to be worth it. Are you bullish on BIRB? Not really, no. Like what? It's another NFT coin. What's the utility? It's a play on culture, and like I'd rather buy Pengu, to be honest. I think Pengu has a lot more distribution and mass appeal than BIRB. Portnoy is famous for pump and dumps. Yeah, every time he tweets, he dumps like 5 seconds. There was a time period where he did well. I made like a few $1,000 on a few of his coins. But yeah, it's a shame what happened. Can you farm MegaETH yet? You can, technically. I don't think they revealed a rewards program, but I think if you're playing on it, it's going to count. But it's still only reserved for people who invested. So if you didn't do any of the investment rounds, I don't think you can get access. Or maybe you can't. Maybe the access was only for. I got to look into it. Maybe the access was only for the faucet part. I got to look at what the restrictions are, but on February 9th, it's opening up to everybody. So there's got to be some restrictions. So I guess, yeah, no. Oh, Monster. Yeah. Okay. I knew it was Monster. You're using Popeye's account. Why you show this? Yeah. Captain's pissed too. Let me get it back on screen. Captain 2 DMing me like, stop showing this, because he was in as well and he sold. I was in at 1 mil. Yeah, I saw your picture. That's a shame, bro. That's what happens. What's your opinion on war? I already answered that. I think it has insane potential. War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Whoa. It's at 20 mil. It went down to 16. I was looking at it yesterday at 20 mil because I was like, what is this coin? Why is it trending? I guess it's just war. Yeah, America. If there's World War III, I guess this is the coin that's going to pop off, right? War is inevitable. 5 years, 10 at most. I hope not. I really hope not. Yeah, it's an America coin. That's how I view it. I just hear the sound of that bald eagle. I can't do a bald eagle. I also prefer Pengu. Yeah. Bullish Pengu too. Yeah. I mean, look, it's a culture coin. If it comes back, then yeah. Apologize if you already answered, but what method is profitable for you? Copy trade wallets? Typically, no. You're talking meme coins, right? Typically, no. I just I follow wallets and track wallets just to get a sense of what everybody's aping into. But I try. So look, sometimes I do. Like yesterday, I did it twice where I blindly aped whatever Frank bought because he was buying AI coins and he's good at AI coins. And then I'd buy it. Like I'm buying like $200. I'd be up like $20 and I'm like, I'm selling. And they all went to zero. They all went down. So I got out fine. Copy trading, you're going to get wrecked. Especially traders know you're copy trading them. They're going to buy something. If it immediately spikes after them, they're going to dump on you. So you really have to be careful. I just use it to see, hey, if I see 20 people I follow aping a coin, you should probably go look, hey, what's this coin? That's how I use it. I use it as a signal, not as copy trading. I bought War in 8 mil. Nice, bro. You're almost 3x. That's dope. But yeah, meme coins are doing really well right now. The trenches are fun. I'm checking FOMO like 20 times a day. Rip. So I just saw somebody that I follow got wrecked on a coin. I'm checking FOMO like 20. Even yesterday, there was a coin called OpenClaw. I bought it. I made baby profits. Had I held, I would have made 4x. It got vamped though. There was another one that released that went to 4 million. So yeah, I find it such a good app. More people should be using it, at least on the go on mobile. Look, there's still scam coins on it, but I like they give you like, here's a scam coin, 3 warnings, it's up only, and there's no holders. The problem is you could only see holders within the app, but no holders have this. So I know immediately, okay, this is a scam. I'm not touching this. Versus like here, Mult, you could see all the holders. Look how much money these guys are up, dude. Crazy. The top dude is up 4,000. What did he buy? How much did he put in? He bought 5, 10. He bought like $18,000 worth, and he is up almost $1 million, bro. That is the dream. That is the meme coin dream. So yeah, you can see all his buys for a specific coin. I'm just chill. Okay, this is not a paid shill. I don't work with. I've written to FOMO. We're in chats. I'm just giving them feedback. I want them to pay me, but so I could follow him, and then I see all the other stuff like he's buying. I get live alerts. We have all this stuff on Telegram, right, and on all these terminals, but it's just really good for mobile. I just find the mobile experience is amazing. This wallet is up. Okay, he had lost money. He's up 600K, but he started with. How is he up in 7 days? Okay, I guess he was down. Yeah, he lost like 400K. Yeah, you see all their previous trades. It's good. I find it's good for wallet discovery and it's good for alerts for tracking. I don't know how the fees are. Maybe it's not the best fees. I mean, you probably get better fees or fills somewhere else. The app I'm using is called FOMO. You can see the logo up there. If you're on YouTube, I put a link in my referral links. I put a link in the description. So there should be 3 links now: Hyperliquid, FOMO, and Polymarket of my links. Or you could just, you don't have to use my link. Just look it up in the FOMO app in the App Store. You'll get 10% discount on your fees if you use my link. And I just wrote to them, I want to get you guys a bigger discount. So I really like this app so far. There's probably going to be competitors that come out. But I really like this app. Good for discovery, especially someone like me. Like I don't have Axiom or whatever terminal or whatever people are using these days open on my screen all day, watching new pairs and stuff. Like I need help. I need assistance. So to me, this is really great. I found some wallets I like. I could see who they follow. Like it's all open. And yeah, it helps me a lot for discovery and with my time. So he just the Iceman Dot just crossed $1 million in profit on Molt. Good for you, brother. GG, bro. There's also a leaderboard. Yeah, you can see the 24-hour leaderboard. Wow, Frank's up there, number 2. And this is also great for wallet discovery. The 4th guy on that list, Adam, right here where I'm tapping my finger, he was nuking. Was it Penguin yesterday? He dumped like 100K of Penguin and he aped within a minute 100K into Molt at 10 mil. That should have been my signal. Yeah, you can see he's up almost 400K on Molt. Insanity, bro. This is the dream. Like, this is where I want to get. I want to get to this level. I'm just taking my time. I'm pacing myself. I'm entering very low, but you can see all time I am up $1,400 on my wallet. Don't copy trade me. I'm not a good meme coin trader. I'm learning. Okay, I'm learning. I've hit some really great trades in the past. It's often just gambling. Like, so yeah. Let me read some more comments here. Bring back NFTs. I agree, bro. I prefer trading NFTs way more than meme coins. Lately, I've been enjoying meme coins, but NFT trading is so much funner. There's something about it. But the potential is much lower. Like, the potential for meme coins is way higher. You can't make $1 million flipping NFTs within an hour. You can make $1 million trading a meme coin within an hour. Hope you didn't take my comment personally, brother. Good stream, dude. Oh, no, not at all, dude. I agree. No, I completely agree with your comment. The one he's referring to is the first one. I completely agree. It is clickbait. I used to think that way too. I think once you become a YouTuber, you realize oh, this is how the game works. If you want people to click, you need something that sparks emotion. Now you need to deliver on that, right? I can't say this is why Bitcoin's going to $1 million or whatever. Oh, I found the next 1000x meme coin, and then I don't tell you what the 1000x meme coin is. That's not cool. But I agree. But just the market is changing so fast. 2 weeks ago, meme coins were dead, and now meme coins are what's popping off. Next week, meme coins might be dead again. So I'm just I'm chasing metas. But no, I always like the feedback, and dude, you were super respectful. It wasn't rude at all. My best strat has been making Telegram trading scripts. Just listen to a bunch of channels with the script, set up a filter, and auto buy everything that meets the criteria. That's really cool, bro. That is really cool. Yeah, being able to filter out the noise with tools is awesome. Can I join your team? We are not hiring right now. I was considering bringing people on to help with research and stuff, especially for this show, but taking that slow. There's no open positions or anything. There's nothing that I could think right now where I'm oh, I need this immediately. 400K is crazy. Yes, sir. But he took the bet. He aped 100K instantly in 10 buys. He aped 100K, and he was down. He was immediately down on it because he caused this chart to spike. Baus, thank you, sir. Crazy numbers. CG, is there a way to get their wallets? Yeah, I mean, these wallets are specifically Fomo app. So that's the only downside to Fomo app. I could only see when you look at a coin's holders. Let me go to Moltbot. Moltbot says 1,190 holders. There are more than 1,190 holders, I'm sure. Let's have it open here. Yeah, Moltbot has 11,000 holders. So 10% of the holders, that's actually pretty good, dude. 10% are on this app. So you could only see on this app, but you literally just go on the app and you could find them. They're all under the coin. There's a social feature, so you can see. I know it's hard to see. You could see there's comments. He left a comment on the coin. What did he say? This is going triple plat. Frank said this going triple platinum. The only thing that has potential outside of this trash industry. 50 mil is just the test pump higher. People are leaving you their opinions, which I like. But yeah, they're all public. Just go. What I do is I go on the leaderboard and I look at their P&Ls. I don't want somebody who just hit once. I want somebody who's consistently hitting, or was extremely early to something, because he might be extremely early to another one. And then the other thing I look at are specific coins. Like I'll go, okay, who are the top traders on Molt? And then I'll go through all the wallets and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll follow these 7 guys. And then now I start getting pinged like, hey, 4 of the people you're following are buying this coin. And to me, that's like a signal. But Monster, I could tell you who I'm following if you want. Lioncoin NFT. I don't know what that is, sir, but cool. Hopefully, if ETH recovers, NFT as well. I think they will, but we just need ETH to. Yeah, we need the macro. Like NFTs are a niche of a niche, right? Crypto is already a niche. Let's be real. And NFTs are a niche in a niche. So when crypto's suffering, especially, NFTs are going to suffer more because you're getting the double bleed. And Monster shilling contracts in my I can't click. How do you want me to click this, bro? I gotta go to YouTube. Send it to me on Discord, bro. This is a good coin. Feel like it hits when he's shelling coins on my stream, bro. I bought Little Pudgy at 0.59 ETH. Should I continue to hold? The meme token crisis. Why is this a good coin, Monster? Look, I hope it is. Let's see if anybody bought it. The meme token crisis. There's too many here. What's it at? 230 market cap. There's 3 for some reason. Oh, I saw this. Act 6. This wasn't this the original logo to OpenClaw, and then they switched it? Like, is that how that works? Okay, phase in. Oh, Zinc ETH is in. What did he buy at? He bought at 195K market cap 30 minutes ago. Faye bought 20 minutes ago at 150. See, this is the kind of thing I mean, I need to research it, but I don't exactly understand like why. Oh, SEC just released an article about meme coins. They describe meme coins as $1 billion problem. Interesting. Wait, I got to get some of these tweets up. They're hilarious. How do I find it? How would I find it? Can you search Twitter from Pump Fun? I haven't used Pump Fun in a minute. Is this the guy who launched it? Somebody said, this is funny. Somebody said, SEC, there's a meme coin crisis. Trenches, let's tokenize this. Oh, man. Oh, look, I hope for you at Pumps, buddy. I hope for you at Pumps. Back to NFTs. So somebody asked me Little Pudgies. Look, I think Little Pudgies are going to move with the rest of the market. They're just going to move with the NFT market. Pudgies also haven't been doing well. Like, what's the incentive to go buy this stuff? You know, they're doing all these partnerships and everything. Great. How does that help me as a holder? It doesn't. And all these companies are just focused on increasing the valuation of their company, not of the NFTs. So it could bleed lower, dude. I can't tell you like, yeah, hold or sell. Like, it could bleed lower, but it's a good brand. Like, I think you're holding a quality NFT. It's kind of the lowest it's been for a while. So I don't know. I wouldn't be too scared holding it. I'd be shocked to see them go down to like 0.3, you know? It's possible. Pudgies would be at 3 ETH if that's the case. What are they at right now? They're at 4 ETH, man. Brutal. When's the last time they were at 3 ETH, bro? Very long time ago, 2022. But yeah, if we're going into a bear market and everything's about to crash, then yeah, we're all going to zero. Like, the NFT times are just different. The vibes, everything you had just to be there. Yeah, you had to be there to understand it. It was the best of times. Some Wump coin is dropping in like an hour. The Telly has almost 20K members and is active. Let's hope he ain't rugging. I haven't heard of this, sir. I have not heard of this. What's Wumpus? Isn't that something from like Rick and Morty? Are you looking to buy any specific NFTs in this dip? Not really. I'd only buy things I like. I'm gonna keep an eye on this collection, the Templar of the Storm, but I want it to go way lower. I want it to go to like 0.2 or something. Yeah, I'm not touching like Moonbirds or Doodles or anything like that, or Azuki. Look, if there's a really good entry and I think I could flip it because momentum is about to come back, then sure, maybe I buy. But no, right now I'm interested in hypers. Like if hypers, maybe around 400 hypers, 400 hype. I just like hypers as a collection. I find they're so cool, and the Hyperliquid people rocking them. Like when you have a hyper and a .hl name, for some reason, it automatically commands respect. I don't know why. It's like, oh, this guy must be a good leverage trader or something. So I like hypers a lot, and then I've just been wanting to get back into Bored Apes, bro. I want an ape, but I want a nice one. I want like I've always loved the cheetah fur. Cheetah furs are my favorite furs. And then I want an orange back. Is there an orange background cheetah fur? How does it look? Meh. It's okay. I don't know if I do cheetah fur. I want an orange background because my brand colors are orange, but I don't know if I'd want cheetah fur orange. What other furs are there? I like the death bots. I just want a cool orange background one. That's all. On the floor. But it needs to look nice. I had one at one point. I flipped it. Thankfully, it's lower than I sold it for. So, but like this is a clean one. I had a really nice one because he had orange background, orange hat, and his body was clean. This one's cool. I'd love to work with Bored Apes, man. With Yuga and Bored Apes would be great. Yeah. Any opinions on Seeker? Not really, dude. I'm not really into that. I don't even know what the token does. Like I know it did well when it launched. That's the most attention I've paid to it, to be honest. After that, I haven't. Like Solana pumped it, right? It's kind of looking like BIRB. So like they pumped and now it's just been dying. Like I don't know what this token does. I don't know what the utility is. BIRB, it did the exact same BIRB playbook. Launched on Solana with Solana support and had a Coinbase listing. Pumped first day or second day, made all the haters mad, and then it dumped. Good Vibes Club is really strong. It is. Good Vibes Club and Chimpers, two very strong collections. I don't like the royal. Like it's good for them. They have royalties. Okay. I don't like trading stuff with royalties. Yeah, I don't hold any Good Vibes Club. And Chimpers, I have one. I'm a day one Chimpers holder. So I have the best chimper. Let me show you my chimper. So I just have to connect OpenSea. Owned by you. Wait, is it not in this? I thought I transferred it. Oh no, it's in my switch accounts in Rabby wallet. Don't look at my wallet. Can you see my wallet? It's no good. Yay, there's my chimper, yo. That's the best chimper. Look at that. I evolved him with the potion, whatever they had at one point. He has the armor matching the helmet with the sword, white and gold sword, and the white glasses with the blue and pink. Is this not the best chimper you've ever seen, dude? That's a day one, okay? Day one. I bought the book to be able to mint my chimper. Did not flip it for 5 ETH. In hindsight, should have, but I didn't. I think I could have also flipped the book for like 3 ETH. Yeah, day one chimper holders. I love chimpers, man. The team is really cool. What about Moonbirds and short? Buy a Moonbird and short BIRB. Isn't that kind of going against? Oh, you're saying it's like a hedge? Yeah, I guess. But what if your short gets liquidated and then I guess you flip your Moonbird? You have to take profit on the Moonbird. Yeah, that's actually a decent hedge. I like it. I like it. Get a Bored Ape. It'll look good on you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Especially if I put it as a PFP. I'd do it if I worked with them, but just on my own. Like I don't want to make it my brand and then I want to flip it because I'm pissed because it nuked to freaking 2 ETH and ETH is at $1,000. But I guess I wouldn't even flip it. I'd want to harvest the tax loss. I could just sell it to a friend or something and he'd give it back to me. Yeah, no, Bored Apes is probably one of the only NFTs I'd put as a PFP unless somebody pays me really well. Wumpus is like the Discord mascot or something. But the one making the coin gave away like 300K in stolen crypto on Telegram. They wrote an article about him that he stole 40 million. Oh, that guy, the dude who like abused his dad's job or something. That's crazy. I'll keep an eye out if I get pinged on the apps. Thank you for the information, bro. What NFT really needs is something popular like Counter-Strike, where the guns and skins themselves are NFTs. We had that, sir. It's called Off the Grid, and it did not work. But yeah, if an established game like Counter-Strike did it, I guess that wouldn't pump NFTs though. Like people wouldn't start buying, I don't think, Bored Apes and shit if that happened. I'm more of a fan of Mutant Ape. Really? I'm not. I've never really liked mutants. I had a mutant for a long time, but I've not. I prefer apes. I have my Bored Ape hoodie right here. My skull. Let me close this. Boom. My Ape Fest hoodie. I love this hoodie, bro. This is so gangster. I look like I should get a motorcycle again. What about buy a Moonbird and wait, didn't you already say that? Yeah. Oh, you just want to make sure I see it. Yeah. Sounds like a good hedge, dude. You got me into Chimpers, man. Bought like 3 of those books for it. Timper's a legend. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I had that video. That's what's funny. Once I wrote a post. I guess I didn't. I like said something about Chimpers, or I don't think I've ever said anything mean, but so somebody was like, "Oh, what do you know about Chimpers?" And I just pulled up my video like 3 years ago covering the history of Chimpers. Johnny Sins. Awesome stream. Love the way you break everything down. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Makes it all easy to understand. Any good anime collections looking to buy? Not really. I ain't touching Azuki right now. I don't see why I would pump. And then the other one is Captains is releasing new art. We'll see. Will anybody care if there's new art? I don't know. But they're gonna have new art, and the art demos they showed looked really great. And then yeah, anime, not really, bro. Not really. Clonex. Who bought Clonex, bro? Who bought Clonex? We need to know. It's just been bleeding. And are they going to do a token? And can we catch a pump and flip? Not hold for a disappointing token. Yeah. But we're an hour in. An hour and 20 minutes. Did my delivery service come yet? Maybe. And they left because I wasn't able to answer the door. Appreciate everybody for watching. If you could hit the like button, helps my channel a ton. If you could hit the subscribe button too, we need to get to 100K in 2026. Appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. We'll most likely have another stream on Monday, maybe a video. If not, I'll try to do 2 streams a week. It just depends on what content. Like if nothing happens over the weekend, what am I going to talk about? So it depends all on the content. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Gonna end it here. Peace. End stream. I want to end like this because then it shows that